Welcome to a new video. Today I provide $300 budget PC gaming build. Let's get started. This is our best cheap gaming PC under $300, made with two goals in mind: providing the best possible value, which is kind of necessary to have a viable PC in this price range, and components that afford upgradability so that you can turn it into a better gaming PC in the future. First on the list is obviously AMD Ryzen 3 2200G processor. The Ryzen 3 2200G is a stellar value for the money, beating out the previous APU, CPU plus GPU combination in this price range by a significant margin. The integrated GPU's performance is on par with that of the GT 1030 for about the same price. The CPU even competes with the higher-end i3 8100 on its own. This means that once you're able to afford a GPU upgrade, you don't need to replace your CPU at all, making this a beginner gaming PC build that you can use for future upgrades. As far as RAM concerned, I prefer 4GB G-Skill Aegis DD4 RAM in this PC build range. There's not too much to say here. It's 4GB of DDR4 RAM at the best price we could find, with the slight bonus of a 2400 MHz speed instead of a 2133 MHz speed. G-Skill is also a very trustworthy, reliable manufacturer, so you shouldn't experience any issues with this memory. Note that the 2200G's performance will improve with RAM speed, however, so definitely consider going dual channel. This time around, we can afford to stuff a full-speed 1TB hard drive in it, ensuring you have plenty of space to store your games and media on your PC. While it won't have the speed of an SSD or the sheer capacity of a 2TB hard drive, this is a decent place to start. However, if you're willing to splurge a little out of the gate, then we included an 2TB option in the upgrades. We really do recommend at least 2TB. While there are a few cheaper PSUs out that we could have gone with to lower the price even more, we decided not to because these were from no-name, untrusted brands. Some didn't even have an 80+ bronze rating. Low-quality PSUs are not only a danger to your build, they're a danger to your life, since there's a very real chance they can combust in your system and start a fire. There is a singular problem with this PSU: the form factor. Specifically, this is a non-modular PSU, so the cable management isn't going to be very fun, and will make the initial build process a bit more time-consuming than you might like. In exchange for the inconvenience, though, you save a decent amount of money, which we were able to put toward other parts of this build to meaningfully increase performance. The Gigabyte G320MS2H is an entry-level motherboard that does its job well at this price range. Gigabyte is also a generally reliable manufacturer that will help you out if this board happens to arrive with any issues out of the box. Additionally, this motherboard also ships with support for first and second gen Ryzen processors. While you may be on a relatively weak APU solution for the time being, there's nothing stopping you from one day slapping in a Ryzen 3 or Ryzen 5 processor. The Ryzen 3 2200G is also strong enough on its own to power a GPU as strong as the GTX 1060/RX 580, so you don't even need to upgrade your CPU if you don't want to. Last one on the list is Thermaltake Verso H15 case. The Verso H15 isn't going to win any awards for top-of-the-line case manufacturing, but for a budget case it has quite a lot to offer. First and foremost, let's talk about its cooling. It has one included fans for the rear and 4 options to install, 2 front and 2 top fans for intake and exhaust. This means that you'll have full-fledged airflow with only one more. Secondly, it's a compact case with a sleek and refined aesthetic. You can't ask much more from a budget case offering. Finally, it's just cheap. You aren't gonna find a better case than this at this price range. Why is this the best for the price of $300? Simply put, this is the best $300 gaming PC because of its value. And thanks to the Ryzen APU's quad cores, it will be even stronger in non-gaming performance. So common desktop usage and multitasking shouldn't be a problem. Another of this build's core strengths is its upgradability. Once you slap in a proper discrete GPU, like the GTX 1050Ti or the RX 580, you'll have an extremely potent gaming machine. It can easily become an amazing gaming PC build in its own right with just a little bit of extra time and money put in. Now it's time to show benchmarks. With putting extra money, I mean EVGA GeForce GTX 1050Ti gaming pool. You will get benchmarks like this. In Fortnite, this build should be able to achieve 60 FPS at 1600 by 900 and medium settings. In PUBG, you'll want to play at 720p and low, medium settings for acceptable frames. If this is your main game of choice, we highly recommend upgrading to the $400 PC build. MHW should be playable at 900p 30 with medium-high settings with this PC build. Upgrade to the $400 PC build if this isn't enough for you. Siege is actually playable at 1080p 60 with low settings. The Ryzen cores in this system really carry their weight here. At 720p and low medium settings, achieving 60 FPS shouldn't be a problem at all. In 1080p, however, you're more likely to average in the 40-50 FPS range. TF2 isn't particularly graphically intensive, and the Ryzen cores in here are actually pretty good. 1080p 60 should be achievable with the Ryzen 3 2200G. That's it from this video. If you like me to build $400 or above budget gaming PC build, then hit the like button and let me know in the comments section. Smile.